For Assignment 1's figure ground maps, you may choose to use CADmapper, which is an online service providing free models and maps. Get started by navigating to cadmapper.com and then selecting the Get Started Creating a File blue icon. You'll be prompted to make an account if this is your first time using the CADmapper service. You can create a free account to download files, models, maps up to 1 kilometer in size. In the future, for a separate course, if you choose to download the maps larger than 1 kilometer, you will receive a discount when using your Cal EDU account. After creating an account, you will be automatically directed to the Create Map page. At this point, we can type into the search bar our hometown. It should automatically populate the hometown name. When you select, it will direct you to a specific area within your hometown. Feel free to reposition the map as needed. Once that is set, you can look on the left-hand side and change the design program to Illustrator. We also want to deselect 3D buildings and topography, if those won't be needed for the figure ground map. For the road geometry, we, for the purposes of this assignment, should use outlines. Center lines tend to be slightly more ambiguous when looking at this scale. The preset sizes that show up under outlines are okay for this assignment. You may notice that your map area is a square. It might already be set to a rectangle, in which you do not need to take any further steps. If it is a square, you can pull on the bottom right corner of the square to expand it. It is okay if you do not have a perfect rectangular size. We'll be able to change that in PowerPoint and Illustrator with the set scale. At this point, we can also zoom in to 200 feet. Feel free to reposition this map as needed as well. After reaching 200 feet, we can go ahead and select Create File. After the map has loaded, we'll want to confirm that everything looks okay. We'd like to confirm that this is an Illustrator file, that topography is not selected, and that we are using road outlines. If all looks okay, you can go select Download. Note that the file will download as a zipped file. This is okay for Macs like I'm using, and you will not need to take any further steps at this point before moving to Illustrator or PowerPoint. If you are using a Windows computer, you will need to extract the files out of that folder. That can be done in your Finder window by right-clicking on the zipped file and selecting Extract All and placing them into a dedicated folder on your computer.
Now that I've opened my downloaded CADmapper file in Adobe Illustrator, I will first rename the base layer that contains my original map file. We're now going to work on creating the poche shading and formatting of our actual figure ground map. The first thing that we'll do is select on these outlines of streets. If you click on the drop down within your base map file, you will see that there is an outline layer. We're going to go ahead and turn that off. We don't want to have that visible anymore. And additionally, we'll turn off railways. With our buildings layer selected, we'll want to select all and go over to the left-hand side. We'll see that currently we have this black stroke outline with a clear fill. We'll reverse that to create a black fill with no outline. This will make sure that we have all of that poche of our original buildings and building footprints. Now I'll lock that buildings layer. Next, we'll go to the water layer and select all. We'll want to fill this in green, fill in all of the water in blue. Double click on our fill and choose a light blue color and first removing that stroke, locking that layer, and parks. We'll select all of our parks layer and fill this in green. It's better to choose lighter colors or colors that are fairly contrasting. You can see that this is almost too light. I'll go slightly darker here. And this is already in the background of our water layer. Anything should be beneath the water. If the water is below one, be sure to drag that up on the layers list to show that hierarchy so it does come on top. And I'll lock the parks layer, enclosing that base map. Oops, I see that I left an outline here, and remove that. Now that we're done with our base map layer, we can collapse it, lock it again, and add a new layer for our legend. Title that legend. I'm now going to use the rectangle tool to draw my legend background box. I'm going to fill this in with a white fill, and I'll also reduce the opacity to make it slightly easier to see the background pieces. In the legend drop-down menu, I'll see that my rectangular background box came up separately, so I'll go ahead and lock that. And then in the legend, I'll add a new sublayer, and this will be my title. I'll go to the text tool and title this Echo Park Lake, Los Angeles, California. Reposition the title there, lock that title layer, add a new sublayer, and I'll add in those examples of the different colors that I'm using on my map. Again, I'll use that rectangle tool to draw some small sample boxes. To keep things consistent, I'll just copy and paste these a second time and a third time. So now I have a color that I'll keep black first for my building footprints. I'll color this one for my parks by using the eyedropper tool and clicking on my green, and doing the same for the water in blue. I'll now lock that layer, add a new sublayer for the text descriptions. I'll type here building footprints. Make sure that's in line with my text box. I'll just copy and paste to keep the same location, and then retitle this parks. And here I'll do water. You may choose to readjust these just to make them slightly more consistent and clear. And now I'm going to add in my scale bar and my north arrow. Okay, so now I've added in my north arrow and I've added in my scale bar. I created this just using the pen tool to draw each section and then text to place the numbers. I automatically was able to know that 1 inch was equal to 200 feet based on my original CADmapper scale, so I just drew that in by hand here. At this point, we're ready to export, so I'll go ahead and lock that legends layer just in case. Go to File, Export, Export As. I'll save this as a PNG, and I'll name it Figure Ground. Using those artboards, and export. Now I'm done with my figure ground diagram for Echo Park Lake in Los Angeles.